Hello everyone, and welcome again to another installment of Slammin Synapses right here on Facebook and YouTube. This segment will be submitted for possible inclusion to the PW Insider family of websites. That's pwinsider.com, pwinsiderelite.com, and pwinsiderextra, no e.com. The Elite sites are a great paid site as always. A lot of great audio, a lot of great video. Don't think you're ever going to be disappointed by going there, because I'm not. If you are viewing me through YouTube, you'll see a subscribe button someplace up here. Click on that, keep up to date with the ongoings here at Slammin Synapses. If you want to drop a comment, you'll see one below as well. So without any further ado, we're going to get to the topic of this week's discussion, or segment, pick one, of Slammin Synapses. As you can see here, very unusual. Granted, this is a dog gate, but you'll get the point in just a moment of what I'm going to be talking about. But back in the days, in order to settle a feud, wrestling-wise, they bring a cage out. Of course, depending on the federation that you watched, with WWE, it was either over the top or out the door. NWA was more or less, it happens inside, keep people out. That was the premise. Granted, they had cage matches at house shows, but the times that you would see cage matches on TV, that was that in a lot of cases was the definitive end of a feud. Because after that, people went on to other things like Hogan and Orndorff. They had a cage match. After that match, they went on to other things. I could be here forever and a day naming cage matches, but that would, like I said, it was always the last match of the feud. They may come back and revisit the feud, but it was the last match to be seen for quite some time. Nowadays, it just seems to be transitional. It's like this could be just any other match, but now it's just in a cage. The mystique's taken off of it. Topic that we are going to go into involving cage matches are two pay-per-views that gets done every year. Impact Wrestling with our Lockdown event, and WWE with Hell in a Cell. Now, the difference between the two is with Lockdown, they know their event's coming up, so they build towards it. And on the night of the event, granted they may have like a standard cage match, but other cage matches have some sort of variety to them. Either weapons, escape, getting in the cage, getting out the cage. There's a lot of different variations that they do, which makes the pay-per-view sort of interesting. WWE, on the other hand, as noted by their latest event, Hell in a Cell, it just seemed like, okay, here's what we had to do. It's just our pay-per-view that we had to do this month. No build to it. Transitional feud for the most part. Mark Henry and Randy Orton still fought afterwards. And this big thing about, oh, it's a triple threat match with 3 guys. There were 6 guys in the Armageddon Hell in a Cell match for the title, where you had a lot of heavy hitters in there. I've mentioned this before. But it just seems like nowadays, Hell in a Cell is just there, okay, we got to do this one, so we have to put somebody in there. But it didn't seem like there was any build to it. There wasn't anything behind it. It was just pay-per-view. Got to do something with it. Whereas Lockdown, we build to it with a variety, a little spice, and it makes and granted, the whole night is about matches inside of a cage, but there's always some differences to make it just a little bit more interesting. So, like I said, I miss the days where this was the final. This was the definitive end. Now it's just okay, just a match like anything else. That's it. So, I'm gonna escape the cage here for a moment. But yeah, it's just, like I said, that used to be the end. Now it's transitional. The mystique's gone. Hopefully it could be picked up again, but one can only hope. One can only pray. Jumping to another topic. This one's going to be, I don't know. I haven't seen Impact Wrestling in a long time. But I've heard it's gotten pretty good as of late. One of these days I'm going to actually have to watch it. WWE, on the other hand, Raw's kind of beginning to be unwatchable because they don't make sense. I mentioned this on previous segments, so this is no surprise. But it's like take CM Punk, revolutionary character, still kind of revolutionary, but it seems like now he's just taking the money and will do any stupid thing that he gets asked, which is sad because we took this build up to SummerSlam and we just kind of like threw it all away. Past few weeks they've thrown away a lot of money on the table, a lot of possibilities for their own product. I mean, when WWE bought out WCW, I mean, it's like you kind of figured, okay, McMahon's ego, but this is WWE. No one to fight, nothing got bought out, nothing got acquired. It's your own federation, and you're throwing away money. Why are you throwing away money? It's like wrestling used to be building up on heat. If something was the hottest angle in wrestling, they got a little bit hotter, got a little bit more vibrant, and sometimes they had to like cool it down really quickly to revisit it later. But they always found a way to rekindle that heat as soon as possible, whether it was those two people going at it again or those people going after other people. They found a way to keep it going. Nowadays, it's like, okay, we built up all this excitement, all this action, all this attention, and we just throw it away. We don't build on it. We don't follow up on it. Egos take place. And now we're at a point where we're doing the whole ownership thing again, which is kind of tired. Well, not ownership, but running of the whatever. Like I said, it's kind of interesting on how Triple H as WWE COO means general manager of Raw. No SmackDown, no Next, just your COO. Raw is the only thing that matters. I mentioned that last week too. Check my archives for that. But really, it's if they continue down this track and they have a network coming out that they want to do something with, I can't see that being successful because I can't see them getting behind it that much. Now, granted, there is some talk that okay, they're going to start off as wrestling and then kind of fraction off to other things, but I think I might have mentioned this before on a previous segment. But if you've ever seen the Cosby Show, and Theo goes to the seminar from this tartan soup group. I mean, the company was trying to get away from soup more than anything. Their whole slogan was something that was completely different from what they were, instead of taking advantage of what they are, but adding to it. We got company. Hi. We'll edit that out later. But yeah, it was a matter of them getting away from what brought them to the dance. And as Theo pointed out, it's like people know you for that. So why get away from that? It makes no sense. It's who you are. You're a wrestling federation. Be a wrestling federation. Try to be anything else, people are going to turn away from you. Simple as that. So, just a few things to keep in mind. I'm probably going to do another segment. Hi. Wonders of doing live video blogging. So yeah, we're going to be doing another segment probably next couple of days or so, non-wrestling related, so stay tuned. I'm going to come at you again next week with another wrestling related one. Not sure what I'm going to be talking about yet, but I'll let you know on Facebook what it's going to be about should I come up with one. But if you want to drop me a comment, feel free to do so. Email me at gurry@yahoo.com. Join me on Facebook, Albert Gurrier. You'll see a graphic on here that will say that. And join my Facebook group. That is I Love TV. If you love visual medium as much as I do, take advantage of it. Have fun with it. So, until next week, this is Albert Gurrier from Slammin Synapses saying so long from ringside. Have a good night. Have a blessed day. Take it easy. Good night, everybody.